Viral videos created with Seedance 2.0 are everywhere on social media. While watching these viral clips is fun, this video model can actually produce movie-level short dramas. I spent hours stress testing Seedance 2.0 to see how it could handle complex storytelling and intense fight scene. This is what I've created.
Nick, we're pinned down.
I've clocked their sweep patterns. Stay on me. We're getting out. Come out, Nick. Enough with the hide and seek. You won't get away this time. Then let's finish it. Your kind is obsolete. Resistance is futile. Not today! Pathetic. Let's finish it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I'm really pleased with the character consistency, the scene continuity, the visual effects, and the storytelling logic of this video. I'm going to show you my exact workflow to do that. Let's get started. To create a cinematic short drama that truly feels alive, everything starts with a solid script. Now, everyone has their own workflow, but for me, Gemini is my go-to script writing assistant. To get my first draft, I start by feeding it a very specific prompt designed for long-form storytelling. I define its role as a cinematic script writing expert, and then I gave as much detail as possible for my story context and core characters. What I wanted to do is to break down the script into 15-second segments for a total duration of 60 seconds. It should give me back the timeline, the camera techniques, visual content description, sound effect, and dialogue. This prompt is shared in the pinned comment below, and all I need to do is to copy everything in this prompt and then paste it into Gemini and hit enter. Here's the script Gemini gave me with all the details laid out. But here's the trap most people fall into. They take whatever the AI spits out and immediately hit generate. If you do that, your video will lack soul and the logic will often fall apart. So here's my simple advice. Actually sit down with the script, tweak it, rewrite the lines until it truly reflects your vision. It will make the difference. The next crucial step is to set up our characters. To keep our characters identical across every shot, the secret is to design a dedicated character sheet. I'm going to show you how to use Gemini to generate one instantly. So I have already created the base image of Nick. Inside Gemini, upload this image. And then we will copy and paste this prompt into Gemini. Hit create image and then hit submit. The prompt I use will be shared in the pinned comment below as well. I got a character sheet like this, and I've prepared a similar sheet for all the 3 characters. I'll upload them to Seedance later. Once we have our characters locked in, we have to solve the second part of the puzzle, scene setting. If we're making a 60-second film composed of 4 15-second clips, we have to make sure our characters stay in the same setting throughout the whole video. If the background shifts, the logic of the story breaks. So I have prepared this master scene reference image. This is the anchor for my entire video. I will upload this image as my set design in every single generation. Now let's get inside Seedance 2.0 to get our video done. Every prompt I feed into Seedance follows this framework: characters, scene setting, voice reference, context, script, camera techniques, sound effect, and negative prompt. Let's focus on characters, scene setting, and voice reference first. This is where Seedance 2.0's all-round reference feature comes in handy. As you can see here, I've uploaded my character sheet, the scene reference image, and the audio files for my characters, and tag them correspondingly. Yes, we can upload audio files to keep the voices consistent. Once tagged, Seedance remembers who they are and where they are. For the rest of the prompt, we don't need to tag them again. All the details here were written using Gemini in step 1, the script writing phase. So I just need to repeat the whole process for all the 4 clips. However, these are just the basics. The real challenge in AI filmmaking is the consistency gap between clips. How do you make sure the transition is seamless between clips without the logic breaking? For example, at the end of clip 2, Nick is forced to his knee. Clip 3 needs to continue that exact action, but the AI doesn't inherently know what happened in the previous clip. It treats every generation as a blank slate. My secret weapon is a 2-step anchoring technique using the end frame of the previous clip and the position reference image. Let me explain. I use the end frame to show the state of Nick, and I annotate the position of Agent S on one of the frames I captured from the last clip. Yes, Seedance 2.0 can actually understand the text annotations on your images. Take a look at my prompt. I uploaded the position reference image and the last frame image, and I asked Seedance to refer to these images for Agent S position and Nick's position. I'm literally telling the AI to keep the spatial logic. Let's look at the final video again.
Your kind is obsolete. Resistance is futile. Not today! Pathetic.
The fight continues naturally and the immersion stays intact. Now let's look at another example. In clip 4, Tracy fires an arrow to save Nick. Look at this. Without the position reference, Tracy is floating in mid-air and the arrow is flying the wrong way from left to right. So this clip was unusable. But by providing a simple annotated image of where Tracy should stand, I forced the AI to respect the physical space. I could get a much more logical result. In my past experience, AI struggled with direction and spatial awareness. But with this all-round reference feature, I can have more control over the character's every move. It's much easier to tell a complex story clip by clip. Now let's be 100% real. Seedance 2.0 has one major issue that might drive you crazy. It's aggressive censorship filter. If you try to use realistic human assets, you're going to hit a wall. I've been rejected by Seedance more times than I can count, but after endless trial and error, I've found some hacks to pass the filter. The system is terrified of human faces. Let me show you some of my rejected examples. This one has close-up faces, so this was rejected. This one was not allowed. Even though this one, the face was blurred, but this was rejected. Even this one was not allowed. I was pretty speechless for this one. So I tried a great storyboard, but this one got rejected as well. It is a massive bottleneck for serious work. Here is exactly how I beat the system. First, if your character sheet got rejected, blur or crop the close-up. Most of the times, full body shots pass without an issue for character sheets. But for my end frame photos and position reference photos, it was not the case. I got rejected no matter how I blurred the faces. So my solution is to crop the photo so no face is visible, literally just from the chin down. And Seedance is smart enough to understand the spatial logic just from the torso, and it finally lets it through. It's a bit of an extra work, but it's the only way I could find to get past the filter. By the time Seedance 2.0 has its global release, I hope these face filtering issues are resolved. If you want to learn more creative ways to use Seedance 2.0, click this video here for my full demo. I'll see you over there.